Something like that.
Old man.
Yeah.
Right, at what point did you feel it out there? At what point were you just like, this is my day?
Man, I went up to the game ball early, like before the game started, and the game ball we were gonna play with was not good. And so Mr. Valentine, the ref, said, well, the away team gets to pick the game ball. So I went and sifted through like 5 or 6 balls and finally found one that was like really, really good. And I gave them that because I had shot with that one earlier in shooter, like when we were just shooting around. And once I saw the first one drop, I was like, all right, it's time to go. Like, it was just a matter of getting open at that point, and then my teammates did an incredible job of finding me when I was open, or Coach Mack was running actions to get me open. So we see that in practice sometimes where one guy gets hot and we just go and keep going to the well.
Have you ever got to pick the game ball before?
No, I didn't even know that was a rule that the away team gets to pick the game ball. So Jordan and I were shooting with the balls earlier, and we didn't like the feel of some of them, and we saw some of them kind of wobbled. So Jordan was like, yo, Ryan, you have to pick the game ball. Like, make sure you go up to the refs and pick the game ball. So I went and did that, and we got a good one.
What determined what's the best ball? Like, what made you feel like that was the one?
People are gonna think I make excuses, but like, I'm very technical with my shot, so I can feel when things are off, the ball is falling out my hand. I know Malik is going to say something, that the ball is falling out my hand or whatever. So some of them have like a little wobble to them. That means they're not perfectly like circular, spherical. And then some of them are weighted different. So like when you drop it, the same like emblem should come right back up. But if you drop it and it kind of goes off to the side, the weight of the ball is off. So I picked out a perfect ball. I'm not saying that's why I shot well, but I think that's why, as a team, we shot the ball pretty well.
Sounds like something Larry Bird would say.
Yeah,
feels like a Tom Brady thing.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the difference in the ball for sure.
After 1 or 2 go in, do you start thinking they're all going to go in?
Yeah. Like, it's just a matter of getting open at that time, and Coach Mack and my teammates know that too. Like, once I see the ball go in once, they do whatever they can to find me, whether it's in transition or running actions for me. So I can get hot in a hurry, and luckily my teammates know that.
Were you surprised at all by kind of how lax Beverly was being at the beginning, giving you some more space maybe than you're used to?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, they were probably watching a lot of film on DJ and Fresh and how lethal they can be in the ball screens, and we've hit the roll a lot, and that's the hard thing about guarding the ball screen is when you have a shooter in the same side corner, because you have to bump the roll, help on the roll until your big man gets back, and that leaves the trade man open for a little bit. And I was that trade man a few times, and just traded behind and knocked a couple shots down.
What is it like kind of waiting for your turn? Because the last time we saw you here on Tobacco Road was at Duke, and it felt like you had a big 3, but it felt like you weren't a big part of that game.
Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of our team, though. Like, we have so many different weapons. People are going to say, like, this guy wasn't playing much or he had a bad game and, like, only played 10, 12 minutes, but it's probably because some other guy was playing really well. We have so many guys on our team that can contribute, and the coaches are smart. They play the guys that are playing well that night. And like tonight, Darius was in foul trouble, so it was pretty much I had to be out on the floor, and I stepped up.
Social media can be cruel to a lot of players.
Yeah.
After the Kentucky and Florida State games, people were on you a little bit. Did you ignore it, or how did you deal with it?
I just blocked anybody that had anything negative to say about me. So anytime I see something negative towards me on Twitter, like, I don't need negative energy in my life, so I just block it out. I want to focus on the people that want to talk about the positive things about our team, or at least constructive criticism. So I see it, but it's in one ear, out the other, because they're out of my life once I block them.
When you were hitting a lot early, it was usually with DJ out there with you, but then when you were out there with Fresh, you were able to find him a couple times and get him some shots.
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of the dynamic? Does that change at all when you're playing with Fresh versus with David?
I don't think so. I think I'm just reading the defense, and when I saw the guys really starting to fly out at me, they said they were even talking on the floor, like, don't let 30 shoot, make the adjustment, da-da-da. They're going to be really pressed up against me, and that's when you have to go take what the defense gives you and make a play for somebody else. And Fresh hit some big shots.
What do you think of that air ball chant?
So there was one kid that said he'll give me money if I miss a shot. So
A fan?
Yeah, a fan. He said, Ryan. And I looked over and he said, I'll give you like $10 if you miss, for every shot you miss. So I was like, and then Keith comes up to me and he says, well, I'll double whatever he pays you, so keep shooting. Yeah, the airball champ, I didn't know that they reset the clock. So I knew I had an internal clock. We had 5 seconds on the shot clock, or maybe it was 4. And they inbounded the ball to Steve. Steve kind of fumbled it, passed it out, or it got deflected out. And I just thought that there was going to be zero time left on the clock. So I just chucked it up there to try to get it to the rim. But then I look up at the shot clock, and we have like 15 seconds left. And I was like, wow, I probably looked really
they called
stupid
a kick on that.
Yeah, so I didn't realize they called a kick.
Yeah.
I thought it just kind of unintentionally went off his foot. So all the coaches were saying tap the head, which means look at the shot clock. So I figured, we were running an end of shot clock kind of play. So that was my fault. But the airball chant was funny because I was just hitting all those shots. Like it was pretty sarcastic to me. So
Mac
I was
kind
having
of
fun with it.
sorry.